Imagine a world without the frustration of incompatible electrical outlets. Picture yourself traveling to any country without the need to carry a bag full of different adapters. A world where you can seamlessly plug in your devices, no matter where you travel. No more worrying about whether your charger will fit or if you need a converter. This is the dream of a universal outlet, a single standard that unites all countries and continents. Imagine the convenience and simplicity it would bring to our lives. But why don't we have universal outlets? Why is this dream still out of reach? The answer lies in a complex web of historical, technical, safety, economic and political factors. Each country has its own unique history and reasons for their specific standards. From the earliest days of electricity, different countries developed their own standards for voltage, frequency and plug shapes. These standards were based on the technology and needs of the time. These differences have persisted over time, creating a patchwork of incompatible outlets across the globe. Changing these established systems is no small feat. Join me as we explore the fascinating history of electrical outlets from their inception to the present day. We will delve into the technical challenges of creating a universal standard, understanding the intricacies involved in harmonizing different systems, and we will examine the economic and political barriers that stand in the way. The journey to a universal outlet is complex, but the potential benefits make it a goal worth striving for. The story of electrical outlets begins with the invention of the light bulb in the late 19th century. This pivotal moment marked the dawn of a new era where electricity would soon become an integral part of daily life. Thomas Edison's revolutionary invention illuminated homes and streets, ushering in the electric age. His work laid the foundation for the widespread adoption of electrical power, transforming the way people lived and worked. As electricity spread, so did the need for a safe and reliable way to connect devices to the electrical grid. This necessity drove innovation and led to the creation of various types of electrical outlets. Early electrical systems were rudimentary and often dangerous. Exposed wires and lack of proper insulation posed significant risks, leading to frequent accidents and fires. The first electrical outlets were simple screw-in sockets prone to sparks and shocks. These early designs were far from perfect, but they represented a crucial step in the evolution of electrical safety. Over time, inventors developed safer and more practical designs, leading to the familiar 2- and 3-prong outlets we use today. These advancements significantly reduced the risk of electrical hazards and improved the overall safety of electrical systems. However, the development of electrical outlets did not follow a unified path. Different inventors and companies introduced their own designs, leading to a variety of outlet types and configurations. Different countries adopted different standards, setting the stage for the incompatible outlets we grapple with today. This lack of standardization means that travelers often need adapters to use their devices abroad, highlighting the ongoing challenges in achieving global electrical compatibility. As electricity spread across the globe, different countries developed their own standards for voltage, frequency, and plug shapes. There were several reasons for this lack of standardization. First, early electrical systems were often isolated, with limited interconnection between regions. This allowed different countries to develop their own standards without worrying about compatibility. Second, national pride and a desire for technological independence played a role. Countries wanted to establish their own electrical industries and were reluctant to adopt foreign standards. Third, technical considerations also influenced the development of different standards. Some countries prioritized safety, while others focused on efficiency or cost-effectiveness. In the United States, the most common electrical outlets are Type A and Type B. These outlets are ubiquitous in homes, offices, and public spaces across the country. Type A outlets have 2 flat parallel blades, which are simple and straightforward in design. On the other hand, Type B outlets have 2 flat parallel blades and a round grounding pin, providing an additional safety feature. These outlets operate on 110 to 120 volts and 60 Hz. Ensuring a consistent and reliable power supply for various electrical devices. This voltage and frequency standard was adopted in the early 20th century, reflecting the technological advancements of that era. The United States, along with a few other countries in North and Central America, continues to use this standard today. This consistency helps maintain compatibility across the region. While Type A and B outlets are the norm in the US, they are not universally used. They are incompatible with outlets used in many other parts of the world where different plug shapes and voltage standards are common. This incompatibility can be a major inconvenience for travelers who often need to use adapters to charge their devices. Adapters can be bulky and sometimes unreliable. Travelers must ensure they have the correct adapter for their destination, adding an extra step to their travel preparations. Despite these challenges, understanding the differences in outlet types can help avoid potential issues. Section 5, Across the Pond, British Plugs and Sockets. The United Kingdom has its own unique plug and socket system known as Type G. These plugs have 3 rectangular blades arranged in a triangular pattern. British plugs are often praised for their safety features, including a fuse in the plug itself and insulated sleeves on the live and neutral pins. However, they are also bulky and incompatible with outlets used in most other countries. The UK's adherence to its own standard is a testament to the country's historical independence and its focus on safety and electrical design. Section 6. European Union, a patchwork of standards. The European Union, despite its goal of harmonization, still grapples with a patchwork of different outlet standards. While many EU countries use the Schuko plug, or Type F, which has 2 round pins and 2 grounding clips on the sides, other standards persist. For example, Italy uses a different type of plug, Type L, that has 3 round pins. This lack of uniformity within the EU highlights the challenges of achieving a single standard, even within a relatively small geographic area. Section 7. The world's most dangerous outlet. While all electrical outlets can be hazardous if not used properly, some types of outlets are considered riskier than others. The Type C outlet, commonly used in parts of Europe, Asia and South America, has 2 round pins but no grounding pin. This lack of grounding can increase the risk of electric shock, especially with older appliances. It's important to note that the safety of an outlet depends not only on its design but also on factors such as the quality of installation, the age of the wiring, and the user's adherence to safety precautions. Section 8. Why we can't have nice things. Technical challenges. Creating a universal outlet is not simply a matter of choosing one plug shape over another. There are significant technical challenges to overcome. One major challenge is the difference in voltage and frequency used in different parts of the world. Some countries use 110 to 120 volts, while others use 220 to 240 volts. Similarly, some countries use 50 Hz frequency, while others use 60 Hz. These differences in voltage and frequency can damage or destroy devices designed for different standards. A universal outlet would need to address these differences, perhaps through sophisticated voltage and frequency converters. Section 9. Safety first. Protecting people from electrical hazards. Safety is paramount when it comes to electrical systems. Different outlet standards have evolved over time, incorporating safety features to protect users from electric shocks, fires, and other hazards. For example, polarized plugs and outlets ensure that the live and neutral wires are always connected correctly, reducing the risk of shock. Grounding pins provide a path for electricity to flow safely to the ground in case of a fault, preventing electric shocks. A universal outlet would need to meet the highest safety standards of all countries, ensuring that it is safe to use with a wide range of devices and electrical systems. Section 10. The cost of conformity. Economic and political roadblocks. Even if we could overcome the technical challenges of creating a universal outlet, there would still be significant economic and political barriers to its adoption. Switching to a universal standard would require a massive global effort to replace existing outlets and appliances. The cost of such an undertaking would be astronomical. Moreover, there would likely be resistance from countries that view their own standards as superior or who are reluctant to cede control over their electrical grids. National pride and economic interests could hinder the adoption of a universal standard. Section 11. Plugged into the future. A glimpse of universal outlets. While a true universal outlet may remain elusive, there are glimmers of hope on the horizon. The increasing prevalence of USB charging ports in devices and outlets offers a glimpse of a future where we are less reliant on traditional power outlets. Wireless charging technologies are also gaining traction, potentially freeing us from the tyranny of cords and plugs altogether. In the meantime, we are left to navigate the world's patchwork of outlets, adapters in hand, dreaming of a day when we can plug in anywhere without a second thought.